What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. I've got some good news coming out of the Keke Palmer, Darius Jackson saga. As you guys are aware, she did file a restraining order in addition to filing for sole custody of their son, Leotis. And now it's coming out thanks to Radar Online that Keke was indeed granted a temporary restraining order against her baby daddy, Darius Jackson. So according to the terms of this restraining order, Darius was ordered to immediately turn over all weapons in his possession. And in addition to that, he must stay 100 yards away from Keke and their 8-month-old son. And they're also saying that Keke was granted sole custody until further notice. There will be a hearing on December 5th where she can argue to make the restraining order permanent. So congratulations to you, Keke. I know it could not have been easy to release these sorts of images and to file these reports knowing that they would be public. Obviously, she shouldn't feel humiliated or anything like that because she is a victim of DV and there's nothing to be ashamed of in that. In fact, it's, the perpetrator who should be ashamed and embarrassed. But nonetheless, of course, it's difficult to have these photos out there as a public figure, and especially, with your son being involved in everything and knowing that he can eventually see these and have this image of his parents, which is not going to be easy to go through, of course, right? So just to remind you guys, Keke claimed that Darius had a gun, and she told the court that Darius had previously threatened to end himself with the gun if she had left him. And that is just cruel. Honestly, we already know that there's some physical stuff that seemed to have been going on based on these images. She said that there was mental stuff, emotional stuff, and this is just another example of that. Someone threatening to end themselves if you leave them is a form of abuse, and it's very, 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 very just terrible. So the judge said, per the order, that Darius had 24 hours after being served with the order to turn over his weapon to local law enforcement. The weapon will be stored while the case plays out in court, because remember, this is only a temporary order for the time being. Great for Keke for going out on this, because Lord knows what someone capable of allegedly doing the things that we see in these images can do to her. Right now that all of this has been unearthed and he has been exposed for the scum that he is. So just as a reminder, in these images that you're seeing of her by the stairs and whatnot, she's claiming that that day, the reason that he was infuriated was because she refused to allow him to take their 8-month-old son to a football game. She was like, I was breastfeeding this child. He's 8 months old. No, you can't just take him to a football game. That would disrupt his schedule. And what the heck does an 8-month-old need to be at a football game for anyway? And apparently these images are the result of her putting her foot down on that. And it's really, really terrible. So she did actually end up calling the police despite Darius trying to snatch her phone out of her hands and everything. He did snatch and run out of the house, but she managed to call anyway. And the police arrived before Darius left. And after interviewing her sister, and Darius, they made him leave and warned him not to come back. And then she also said that they are the ones who encouraged her to file the restraining order. So now, with her saying that her sister was interviewed, it seems like the sister was also in the house when this happened. And, I can only imagine the pain as a sister. Of course, I'm a sister myself, but I would never be able to handle hearing, bearing witness to something like this, because it is just absolutely terrible. So this man is truly bold to have allegedly done this stuff in front of her sister. Imagine what he does when no one else is around. And Keke, I am so happy for you that you got your well-deserved restraining order. I hope that when that new hearing comes in December, it is made permanent. And I hope and pray that Darius catches some criminal charges, because this sure as hell deserves to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Disgusting, filthy, vile creature. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.